Hello there. Saw day. We like talking about saws. I got kind of an interesting saw here. Yeah, that's a 272. Got its tongue hanging out. Used to seeing that. A little low on compression. A lot low. I probably could make that run the way it is. Once in a while, something strange happens. And I like to share that when it's run of the mill. It's like, okay, we've seen that before. Okay, this saw came from Curtis Ellis in Edmonton. Well, gee, that's cool. It come from Canada. It's like, I don't remember that name, but I don't always. Well, he wrote me a little note. Hey, Curtis writes like I do. I like that. He says, well, Harvey, I really messed up this time. I heard that Yank Doodle. Yeah, you remember Yank. You know Yank. Got his own little channel now. I built a saw for him. He's looking for a saw. So I told him I knew where a saw was for sale. Good working order. I went to look at the saw. Could not get it started. Got it. Seemed to have good compression and good fire. And he assured me that it worked just fine when he put it away last year. So I bought it. It must have went stale, Curtis. I ain't went stale on you, buddy. Brought it home, find the high screw was turned almost all the way in, and someone had leaned it out and blew it up. Well, it's not. Don't have a rod hanging out. So, yeah, you get what you get. I had I had poor Doodle all excited for the saw just to find out it was cooked. But Yank Doodle, being the good guy that he is, Yank is a good guy. Met him at Bucket Stock. Do anything for him I can do. He said he'd take it anyways, just so I wasn't stuck with it. So Harvey, if anybody can make this right, it's you. I can make it right. Thank you, Harvey. Feel free to share any of this on your channel. I'm sharing all of it, Fred. You're funny. Curtis, they ain't nothing to worry about. Tell people how much of a dummy I am. You're no dummy. When you're helping out somebody like Hank Doodle, that means you're a friend. Ain't no friends I got are dummies, and none of you guys are either. You know. He gives me his number, which I won't share. He says, shoot me a message on WhatsApp. I'm going to get you on WhatsApp because I will tease you just a bit, but I'll tell you the good news. And so that's kind of neat. Yank Doodle, this is that 272 you mentioned to me. I'd forgot all about it. Yank's got a 288 he sent to me. I built him a 272 dominant build there, and he's pleasantly happy with that saw. He logs every day with that, so that's the kind I like building for. Them saws get a real workout. Most people that aren't loggers will never wear a saw out. Something just happens at some point, something stupid. They get straight gassed or run with a dull chain too long or something. But a logger, some big people won't build saws for loggers. I know why. I'm not worried about it. Mine last. They last as long as anything else. And if you wear your saw out, after they run it so darn long, they've made their nickels with it and their pennies that they need to make. They'll send it back. And he never discussed price. Abner knows I'll treat him good. I got your back, Abner. I can save this saw. I'm going to tell you what the biggest deal is. That's the hardest part to find right there. And this one, it doesn't have a chain brake in it, but I've got another whole chain brake assembly. Maybe I can throw that in there for you because we want to have that. If it's got everything up and top's good. It looks like it is. Yeah, the spring's there. We'll see. I might be able to do that for you. But I'm really surprised the muffler didn't come with it. But that's no issue. I've got a muffler or two laying around for these. You know that. So anyways, that was an interesting saw. I kind of got a charge out of that. And I'd forgot I'd talked to Yank about it even. And he said, oh, I'm going to have one sent to you. That's all he said. Just nice and calm about it. I'm going to show you something else. Adam Fox. I talked to him on the phone there a week or so ago. He's out in California. Nice, nice man. Really enjoyed it. He says, Harvey, I'd like you to build me a 372. And I says, okay, what do you guys? I haven't got it yet, but I'm going to get it. And the other day, he shoots me an email. He says, he says, I went a little crazy on eBay. He said, I'm sending you 3. He found one from an individual, and he got 2 more on eBay. And, God bless you guys. He says, Harvey, he says, you can take the picture later. He says, you can have one just because I want to help. And it does help the channel, and it helps people that's looking for saws. This is one of them, Adam, right here. It's a very, very presentable saw. It's neat. It's clean. Yeah, see that? Original XP, not the X-Torque. Not that it matters. We build X-Torques and XPs every day. Chain brake works, pretty obvious. There's a runner. This one's a runner stock. That's got good compression. So we got 2 out of 3, Adam. I'm going to take the best I can get of 2 saws and build you the best 2 that's possible. And he told me charge full price. I don't want no discount. This is my game, Adam. If I say you get a discount because you give a saw, ain't nothing in this world free. You get a damn discount. And I meant that like water, damn. That was not a cuss word. Yeah, okay, you got that. Here's the second one. I was a little surprised. That one's got an hour meter. It's got 17 and a half hours on it. On the hour meter, we don't know what the saw has. I'm going to say, general condition, that it's probably got a little more than that. But this is the first one that I was aware of from Adam. He did tell me about it. Yep. This is, I think, second or third one of Mastermind saws that I get in here. He must have been building them for a long, long time. Second saw. This is the second one. There was another guy that built saws that I won't talk about him, but if I don't got something good to say, I don't show it on the channel. I'm just not going to do it. That's my private thing. That's the way it is. I ain't talking bad about nobody because you know what? Everybody makes a mistake. Everybody has a bad dang day. And it's what we do about it that counts. If you messed up and you found a way to fix it the best you can, you did a great job. The outcome. That's what we look for is the outcome. The very end result. Okay? This saw's got decent compression. I think that saw run fine. I'm not sure what the whole story with it. It doesn't matter. I got the saw and I'm going to do what Adam wants. Chain brake works. Today is saw day. Okay, we just covered 3 of them. I got something to show you. That was a classic for them. This saw's been sitting a long time. I happen to know where this came from. This was my father's saw, one of them. My brother's got them. He wanted them, so he got them. And he says, oh, by the way, this is not a 56 or a 56 Magnum. It does have the chain brake. Things ain't quite right here, but we it's the way it is. And he says, my brother told me this morning, he said, I just hate having them sit in the garage. If you want to put them up on the shelf, you can do it. He said, if they run, they'll run fine. He said, but I warn you, that 45's locked up. Well, he's right. I couldn't pull a cord. And I still can't. Brother, it's locked up right in here. Check this out. These old 45 Supers was the pre-runner of the 56. They were a 56 Magnum. This one had a chain brake, so I'll make that saw run, won't I? Yep, I sure will. Now, if you can see up on that shelf in the corner behind me, I'll get it down. How's that? I'll just do that. We have another one of these. those of you who watch all the videos, or most of them, you remember me talking about up on the farm, we cut a lot of wood with the old Macs and the old Remingtons and Home Lights and one thing and the other. And when my dad, I wasn't all hell old, he bought a Stihl 041 AV. And this is a saw. Okay? I run this when I was a little kid, this saw. This is my brother's. I'm going to get this running for him, I think. Because I know it's going to run. And you do too. Just been said, Dad's been gone a long time. A long time. He died the way he wanted to. We don't have a way. We can't pick how we go. He had a large heart. He had scarlet fever when he was a little baby. And that he lived all his life with it. Never knew it. Went to the military. He was in the Air Force. He was an aircraft mechanic. Engine, power plants, airframes is what he did. Worked on them B-29s, amongst others. And he serviced the F-86 Sabre jets, but he'd done a lot of work on them B-29s. Well, that's his original 041. My brother says, put it up on the shelf. Well, brother, we're going to take it down off the shelf. We're going to make this one run. I think I can make both of them run. I remember Dad saying that 045 had a squirt cylinder. And I do remember that. So maybe we'll try to find one at some point. This one here, I think I can make run. You know what? It seemed like, you remember that story when I told you guys first time I got drunk and there was a girl involved, and boy, he gets me up real early in the morning and said, get up, Harvey Paul. He said, we're going to go cut wood. Well, this is the saw I ran. And the difference was, these were notorious for that muffler rotting off. He just had a little short piece of pipe. He mixed this saw right here, real rich. Oh, man. That was a bad day. I seen this saw again, and it gave me the willies. I remember that. I still remember that taste in my mouth. Yeah, I do. So that kind of interesting. Okay, we're not done with saws. We got more coming. I wanted you to see my pop's two saws. I thought, you guys have your grandfathers or father's saws, or even father-in-laws. It's a special thing, Boy, I'll tell you what, this saw here cut, you got no idea how much wood this one's cut. It has cut a lot. I'm going to go set this back on that shelf, and I'm going to show you something. Another saw. Yeah, how you like them shelves? I ought to show you the other shelf, too. I will in a minute. Alright, people. Let's get serious about saws. Alright? This is not just a vintage, but an antique. There's a bolt back. They're a little trickier. I got this actually out of Massachusetts, believe it or not. A guy treated me good. The handles are loose. Well, part of it is they got a little brass sleeve or a steel sleeve on the end of the handle that slides over these. The handles themselves are good, but the sleeves are missing. And they're mismatched. You've seen that a lot because they'd break one, take one off another saw. That don't matter if it's the same pattern. Okay? Has anybody run one of these? I have. Quite honestly, my granddads both were pretty good at it. And my one uncle got real good at it. Dad, he never told me whether he got good at it. He said, yeah, I run them darn things. He was more of a modern man. Well, I'm going to show you a couple things about these. I'll use this. This is, they call them drag teeth. What they really are is they're like your rakers on your chainsaw. That controls the depth. Okay? And then this tooth will be bent one way and this tooth the other way. That's the set. And then the depth, one tooth one way, one the other. Okay? Now, it's important to have, like right here, you see that tooth way low compared to this one? Yeah, I know how to sharpen these too. I've done quite a few of them. In comparison, it's just like a chainsaw. If you get a tooth that's off, you set your depth gauge on that side of that tooth. This side right here, you'll set to that tooth. So you got the amount of cut you want. Okay? And then the next tooth is taller. You set that depth gauge to that tooth. This is all easy enough to do. And maybe we'll show this on video, resurrecting this old saw. Now this one is a 5-footer. I have a 6-footer coming. This one's missing a tooth right here. Now, if you're just playing around, that don't matter. But I happen to know that I can put a new tooth on that because I've done them before for other people, and they work just fine. You got to have the right amount of carbon, not high carbon, but like a low to medium carbon. It's not just mild steel. It's something that gets a little memory. And maybe we'll cover doing that too if it's interesting to you guys. But I'm kind of happy with that. But I'm going to show you something else. I'll show you what promoted me. See that? That's your setting tool. Just put set in these. There's no set in that drag tooth. That's just a raker. I just go straight. And that drag tooth like this, and one tooth this way, and then the next tooth just a little bit that way. And, I mean, it's pretty obvious how that works right there. You put that down there and you give that a squeeze. You have to adjust the tool to how much set you like. You just give it a little squeeze, and it sets the tooth. Now, you got to kind of eyeball them. This isn't modern technology. You develop a knack for it. Well, no, this ain't a dentist tool. This is another type of set tool for more common saws of different sizes. Some of them are bigger than others, your hand saws, and this is the tool for setting them. Okay, same principle really. And it's just, this one is very old. This is one of the earlier ones. I'll never get it where you can see it. It's A. Stillman. It was patented in 1848. You can't hardly see the 8. But I think it's safe to say Civil War era or shortly after. I'm going to say maybe earlier. But it's in working condition. Both these tools are working condition. Now this came out of a saw shop. And it's very old. I mean, this one is. But the man put his initials on it, just like anybody that's ever done production work or anything. He's got his initials stamped into it, so you knew that was his. Or it could have, you never know what the whole story was. But like I said, this is all about saws. I'm going to run this. The next one that comes in, I'm going to run it too. I think I'm going to just go ahead and put a tooth in that. I have a good story I want to tell you, but I don't have the time to do it. Next video, you guys will make me remember this. I'm going to tell you some stories about my Grandpa Wright and me growing up with him, what it was like. And it's very interesting stuff. Well, he was a fireman on New York Central Railroad from mid-20s on. And so he got some pretty good stories. And I learned a lot from that man. He was just one of them that lets you. That's coming up. If I don't do it next time, remind me. But I was going to do it this time, but obviously we had some saws I really wanted you guys to see. These are lovely saws. This one is it's definitely, it's got a tip of a tooth missing too. Like I said, it wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't. It's like you get a tooth missing on a chainsaw, it wouldn't matter, You get 2 or 3 in a row, you got a problem. But it is what it is. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Tomorrow. I think I can get a video up tomorrow, too. I tried to go to the post office to frickin' mail 2 saws out. You wouldn't believe this. I couldn't get in the darn place. Couldn't get in it. Unbelievable, isn't it? Later.